You sing in a choir. You believe in God. You read the Bible. But where is God? You need a showdown of faith.
A very good morning to you. May the Lord Jesus bless your life. When I say may He bless your life, it's because it depends on you. Maybe you are there depending on God, but God also depends on you. It's like 50 and 50. You do your part and God will do His. Today we are going to teach you how to do your part, what to do and how to do it to be blessed, to be prosperous, to be healthy. Yes, we are going to be praying. Today is a day before the last. A day before the last of this 2017. We are heading to the end. But you know what? These 2 days are days enough for God to work in your life. Yes, today and tomorrow, God is not done with you yet. Did you hear that? God is not done with you yet. Do not give up on 2017. God can still bless your life today. Stay with me because I am going to teach you how to do your part and how to come out of this situation. Tell a friend of yours right now that I am here live on BT, live on Facebook. It is now 6:02 Central Time here, Texas, Houston. Tell a friend of yours that in a few I am going to pray, and this prayer will bless your life. Do you know somebody that is in suffering? Somebody that has a curse upon his life, her life? Tell this person that I am here live. Live also are my people, the team of faith, my crew. They are available to assist you right now. You are not going to speak to a machine. You are going to talk to somebody live over the phone. Nori, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Bishop Beer, and a very good morning to all those watching the Showdown of Faith this Saturday morning. Our helpline is open. We have the counselors ready to take your call. Simply give them your name and your prayer request. It will be placed inside of the holy oil, and at the end of the show, Bishop Beaver will be praying for you. 1-888-332-4141. That number again to call is 1-888-332-4141.
Thank you very much, Nori. I want to talk now to those who suffer from undiagnosable diseases. Yes, undiagnosable disease. Throughout 2017, you were there going to the doctors, going to the physicians, taking pills, treatments, but no one was able to diagnose your infirmity, your disease. I want you to watch this.
Undiagnosable diseases. Hospitals, doctors, nurses, and medication have all improved our quality of life. They're a vital part of a healthy existence. Yet there are illnesses that confound doctors, illnesses that resist all forms of treatment, illnesses that are unexplainably aggressive, surgeries that are unable to bring the expected relief. Invisible to a doctor's eyes or to the most advanced medical procedures, evil spirits cause torment through pain and sickness. Undiagnosable diseases are a sign of the presence of evil spirits.
Undiagnosable diseases.
I had a lot of sickness in and out the hospital, basically living in the hospital.
She went through 6 operations.
I've been having so many operations, 6 operations.
6 operations.
Yes, 6.
Can I say that you had problems that the doctors could not find the cause?
Yes. Yes, the doctor couldn't describe for anything. He just said, I don't know what else to do. You're going through so many operations that they had to put a mash in my stomach because that's how many operations I had.
Had a heart attack.
And so I had so many operations, and after operation, then a heart attack. So they put a stent in my heart.
And was only given 1 year to live.
And they said to me that you would have had 1 year to live.
for you to live.
Yes. And I said, there has to be God to spare my life. Because if it wasn't for the grace of God, I would not be here.
See now how she was healed.
How did you know about this church?
Off of the TV.
You were watching TV and you saw us.
Yes.
Okay, by coming here, work with us, how are you feeling? How is your life now, your health?
Oh, I'm much better. I'm happy. I'm joy. I want to go all over the place. So I'm free of all what was going on with me. I'm the most happiest person in the whole wide world.
And alive.
Yes, I'm very much alive. I'm here.
Bishop Beaver, we already have people calling our helpline already, asking for prayers and also for their names to be placed inside of the holy oil. We have right now Mrs. Stephanie calling us from Columbus, Ohio. She has depression, has had it for many years, and she wants to overcome it. We have Juanita Brown calling us from the state of Pennsylvania. She suffers with diabetes. She is asking for complete and total healing in her life and also for a financial breakthrough in her life. We have more names here. We have Mr. John calling us from the state of Tennessee, who has a lot of family issues. He wants his family to be united, and he wants to overcome the addiction to cocaine that he has had for a long time. And also Mrs. Carlene calling us from the state of New Jersey. She is asking on behalf of her grandson, who is currently incarcerated, and she wants him to be set free. Mrs. Carlene and all those mentioned, your names will be placed inside of the holy oil. 1-888-332-4141 is the number to call. It doesn't matter the problem or the situation you are facing. Help is at hand. There is a solution and there is a way out.
Or you can write Bishop Beer an email right now. If you're facing a problem, you are sick, you can write the email to bbf@universal.org. I have the names of Samuel Lee, who wrote to us an email right now. I have Yvette Moore from South Carolina. I have Lewis. Lewis needed help because he's facing a rare disease. You can write Bishop Beer at bbf@universal.org.
Thank you very much, Sandra. And I myself, I will read your email one by one, and I will answer you just after the show, when I finish the show. I have someone on the line that is in need of spiritual help. If you need spiritual help, give him a call. The number is 1-888-332-4141. Before I speak to this person, I have here today with me Stacy. Good morning.
Good morning, Bishop.
How are you?
In the faith.
So this lady here by my side was under a curse, and she's here to share her story with us today. If you suffer from any curse, if you feel that you are cursed, watch this show. Do not go away, stay with me. On this side here, I also have Yuquan. How are you?
Everything's okay. How are you?
Good. So you also are under a curse.
Yes, Bishop, that's correct.
Actually, you are her son.
Yes, I'm her son.
Good. In a few, I'm going to talk to both of them, mother and son. They were under curse. There was a curse upon their lives. However, right now, in this showdown of faith, let me talk now to somebody that needs spiritual help. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello? It is now 6:09. It's a live show. If you needed to talk to me, you are going to call us right now. Let us now see the highlight of their story, their testimony, and I will be right back.
They say every problem starts at home. During the period of 1960s to 2016, the percentage of children living with only their mother in the U.S. nearly tripled from 8 to 23%. Stacy became a part of that statistic. She grew up with a single mother and became a single mom at the age of 18. She had a generational curse of drugs and alcoholism. To her surprise, her son, Yuquan, followed in the same path. He was depressed and was deeply involved in drugs and gang violence. Yuquan was shot at several times and even lost his friend. However, both Stacy and her son now live the life of their dreams. Stay tuned to see how this family was restored.
So let me talk here to Stacy. So you are under a curse. Your mother was a single mother, so you became a single mother.
Yes. Initially, her and my dad were together, and then there was a falling out, and then they were divided. And then my mom ended up with my stepfather. It was her and my stepfather, and she had 2 more children. But for me, it was like I didn't fit into their puzzle, so I was isolated. So I felt left out, even though they tried to make me feel part. Financially, we had everything, but I did not feel the love. So I was out searching for that love, just searching, and I engaged in a lot of negative behavior, partying, drinking, hanging out all night, disrespectful. At some points, I did well in school, but then I would give my mother a really, really hard time. I would be like very rebellious. I was very rebellious. I would fight all the time. I inadvertently became the black sheep of my family because everywhere I went, people would say, oh, here she comes. If they saw me coming, they would think chaos. And that wasn't what I wanted. I just was looking for attention, and I was looking for a peace that I did not have. My dad was around, but because he and my mom were not in the same house, it still wasn't the same. I wasn't looking for my parents to be separated. I was looking for them to be in the same household. And that had a great impact. Even though my dad was trying to be there and my mom was trying to be there, I still felt an emptiness inside, and I did not know where that emptiness came from.
So they split, and their house, the family was broken.
Yes.
You said a lot of bad behavior. Tell us about your behaviors, your lifestyle.
I used to be basically a Jacob. I used to lie a lot. I used to gamble. I learned to gamble. At the age of 13, I was drinking, but never beer. I was drinking like hardcore liquor, like 151 proof vodka, Bacardi. I was drinking Hennessy, and I wasn't drinking it as they call with a chaser. I wasn't drinking it with soda or anything. I was drinking it straight up, just straight like that. I never smoked. I tried to smoke a cigarette when I was 12 years old and left a nasty taste in my mouth, so I said I would never do that again. But I gambled, I used to drink, I used to party, I used to be very promiscuous and sleep with different guys. But that started as I got older. When I came about 17, then I got very promiscuous like that. But I used to flirt with a lot of guys. I got into dating guys, selling drugs, and then got involved in the drug game as well myself, and learned that that was more of a generational curse as well, because in my family there were a lot of people who sold drugs in my family, on both sides, maternal side and paternal side, and I just thought it was me that was doing that until as I got older, then I learned that.
So you grew up in this lifestyle, and your son grew up also seeing his mother doing all these kind of things.
He didn't see the drug part. He saw more of the alcohol, because I would have like little mini parties in my house with top shelf liquor. And I thought that I was doing something trying to shelter him from being in the drug game. So I was trying to move away from that and try to get a job. But for some reason, it kept drawing me in. It kept drawing me in. Even though I would get employment, I still would date a guy who sold drugs, and I still would run to that lifestyle. And I tried to run away, but it was like a magnet dragging me to it.
And one day you saw your son doing the same.
Yes.
Juan, tell us your story.
Well, Bishop, it began with the fact that, as my mother said, her father wasn't around. But even for me at a younger age, my mother and my father split from the age of me being 1 year old. So with me growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in, I saw other young men with their fathers, and I wanted to have, something for myself.
Neighborhood, where?
The neighborhood there, I grew up in the Bronx, in the projects.
In the projects,
Yes,
in the
in the
Bronx,
projects.
in New York.
Yes, in Bronx, New York, in the projects. I grew up there, and I saw a lot of drugs. I saw a lot of alcohol. I saw a lot of men with different women. So this is the only lifestyle I knew. So as I grew up, I started to do some of these things. I started to party a lot. I started to gamble. I started to smoke. By the age of 10, I had already drank liquor, alcohol, like Bacardi, Hennessy, vodka. By all of this, by the age of 10, I had already experimented on. So I wanted more, and I started to chase after it more. And the more I started to grow, I started to get more attached to the lifestyle, to the point that I felt glued to it, and I couldn't.
Hold on for a second. If you are watching us right now and you have a son like this, or you yourself, you have been like this mother, you are going to call me right now for the prayer, because their lives are now transformed. I am showing to you that God can transform your life as well. Give him a call, 1-888-332-4141. So your life problems were escalating.
Yes, escalating year by year. Every year that I aged, my problems got worse. By the age of 15, I was shot at 5 different times with guns pulled in my face, double-barrel shotguns, Desert Eagles in my face because of drugs.
Why did they shoot you?
Yeah, they shot at me, Bishop, but they never hit me. But they shot at me
5 times.
5 times by the age of 15. 5 times. I was in and out of prison. I was arrested many times, and as well, I had many times, Bishop, that people were looking for me. I was scared to go to my mother's house at one point because people knew where my mother lived, and they wanted to look for me to kill me. So even at a point during the time when I was living with my mother, I moved out for about 1 year.
How many times in jail?
In jail 4 times, Bishop.
4 times?
4 times, back to back in jail because of little things that I did, fighting people, getting shot at, robbing people as well. So in between those times, Bishop, the cops picked me up 4 times.
Okay, you as a mother, you are suffering as well. Did you try to help your son?
I tried to help him. I actually, there was a youth program in Harlem that I took him to. And it was a lot of positive male role models there. And it was helpful for me. They were helping me as a mother. They were helping him to get value for his mother and to see that he did not have to become a product of his environment. But that still was to no avail. My
You
son
know
was
why?
there.
I'm sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. You know why? Because just a program or a rehab that a person goes into, the counselors, they are very good. They have a very good intention. They want to help. But when the problem is spiritual, there is no help, only the power of God. When the problem is a spiritual problem, when it is a curse, there is no social worker, there is no rehab, there is no program to help you. You need something stronger. You need a strong work, a strong prayer. You need deliverance. And this is what we are going to do. In a few, we are going to pray together. And also, I'm going to tell you what we are going to do tomorrow. Yes, to clean up your lives just as God did clean their lives. Were you carrying guns?
Yes, I carry guns. I hid a gun in my mother's house for over 1 year without her knowing.
She did not know?
No, she did not know. Only until after I changed, she found out. But during the time I had it there, she had no idea, and the gun was there, and she had no idea, Bishop.
Who came to church first? You. Okay. By coming to church, this prayer that I'm offering here, did you receive this strong prayer in the church?
Yes, I did.
Tell us.
I received a strong prayer in the church, but I was going through so much. My life was spiraling down. At the age of 17, I was sexually assaulted. And that was, I think, more the start of the spiral going down, because then my behavior became worse. So I didn't really get to address that until I came here and I received a strong prayer, because then I found out where the root for the depression was, everything like that. So you never know where it comes from, but if it's spiritual, it's very, very hard. You try to find other things to mask it. Financially, I didn't have a problem. I just didn't know how to balance my money. So I would go out and splurge. I would spend money to make myself feel better. I would drink to make myself feel better. I would party to make myself feel better. I would sleep with guys and have all these different boyfriends to make myself feel better. But nothing made me feel better. I felt worse at the end of the day. In the moment, it felt good. In the moment, I felt fine. But once I got by myself, there was tears. I was crying. So I was like a chameleon.
Stacy, this is what people are trying to do in these holidays.
Yes.
Especially today, they have tried it on Christmas.
Yes.
They have tried it this week. They are trying to have a big party today. They are trying to go to the club tomorrow just to ease the pain.
Yes.
Just to feel good. But I'm sure that year after year, the problem were increasing.
Yes.
The problems were increasing and escalating.
Yes.
I'm going to take a break here in your story. I'll be back. I have to go now to the helpline. I heard that Nori has more names, people that are calling us for the prayer. Nori.
You're watching us this Saturday morning, and maybe last night was a sleepless night for you due to the many problems that you are facing. Pick up the phone right now and call us at 1-888-332-4141 in order for your name to be placed inside of the holy oil. We have Michelle. She is calling us from the state of Alabama. She is asking for a financial blessing in her life in order for her to be able to provide for herself as well as her family. Mrs. Linda from Georgia, she is currently unemployed. She is struggling financially, and she is asking for a financial breakthrough in her life. We have Belinda calling us from the state of Texas. She is asking for her family because she says there's a lot of division, separation, and confusion. And we also have Janet from Chicago. She is asking for healing because she suffers from breast cancer, and she wants God to do a miracle in her health and in her life, Mrs. Janet. And all those mentioned, your names will be placed inside of the holy oil, and Bishop Bira will be praying for you at the end of the show. 1-888-332-4141 is the number to call because help is just a phone call away.
Yes, and we have received emails here. We have the email of Jason from Ohio. Jason had just faced an accident a few years ago, but he's still recovering. He's asking for prayer for complete recovery. I have the name here of Mary. Mary from Tennessee is asking for help because she needs restoration in her family. And she says that her husband, she's suspecting her husband of having a relationship outside, and she doesn't know how to get back her family together. So many people like you and Mary, you can write to Bishop Bira at bbf@universal.org.
I'm going to be praying for you and for the restoration of your marriage. Miss Mary, you are in my prayers. Just stay with me. No one is allowed to go away. Do not turn your TV off, because in a few, I am going to place my hands upon the TV, and you are going to place your hands upon mine. Especially you who have this problem, undiagnosable disease. Let me help somebody on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
It is now 6:23. What's your name, ma'am?
Mary.
Mary. How can I help you?
For my son who's incarcerated and my other son.
He's incarcerated?
Just a baby boy.
Mm-hmm. How old is him?
21.
He's 21. Okay. Are you watching me now on the TV?
No, I'm on Pastor Fernandez's phone.
Okay. You are over the phone.
Huh?
You are over the phone.
Yes.
Your son is 21. Okay. I have here this young man. How old were you the first time you were arrested?
The first time, Bishop, was 13 years old.
13 years
Yes,
old.
13.
Second time?
The second time was 15, Bishop.
15.
Yes.
Third time?
The third time I was 16.
16.
Yes.
Fourth time?
18.
18.
Yes.
Miss Mary.
Yes, sir.
So this gentleman here by my side, he was in and out of jail. The first time he was arrested, he was 13. But now he is free. God has set him free. And the same God who set him free is going to set your son free as well.
Okay.
Okay? Do not
Yes,
give up on your son. Do not give up on your family. Do not give up on yourself. In a few, I'm going to pray together with you, and I am sure the Spirit of God will change your life and your situation.
Okay.
Okay? Stay with me and wait for the prayer. Ukwan, so you were in and out of jail.
Yes, Bishop. that's
How
correct.
is your life now? How long have you been with us?
I have been in the church now, Bishop, 5 years.
5 years.
Yes, Bishop, 5 years.
So, Miss, you came first.
Yes.
How did you manage to change your life, your situation, and your sons?
Coming here, receiving the prayers, speaking with the with the pastors and the assistants, and just obeying the advice that I received, and standing strong on my faith and believing that God was the answer. It might sound kind of crazy, but that was the end result after trying everything else. And the most important thing when I came here, I made a sacrifice, which is a vow I made on the altar to save my son's life, because it was either him dying or God save him. That was the only option that was left after me.
So you decided to do all or nothing, to
Yes.
challenge God.
Yes,
Because you're about to lose your son.
yes.
How is your son now?
It makes me smile. Now I have tears of joy. It's no more tears of pain and sadness. Now he and I are best friends. This is what I wanted. When you have a child, you don't want a child where you're separated and divided and arguing, and that's what we were doing all the time before. Now we laugh, we can have conversations, we talk all the time. And
What
I just
about
have
yourself?
peace.
What about yourself? Parties, alcohol, prostitution?
No,
No more?
no. Now I have peace. I know who I am.
No. You spoke about your son, the transformation. Let your son tell us now who you are. Tell now about your mom.
No, today, Bishop, my mother, she's a changed woman completely. The alcohol, the party, and the sadness, depression, it all has went away. Now I see someone that is at peace within herself. She's very happy. She's pleased. She knows who she is, and she's happy with it. She is no longer looking to cover up any sadness or any hole or any void that was there with the parties, with the friends, with anything negative. But now she's at peace, she's happy, and she's 100% changed.
As for yourself, no more drugs, no more guns, no more jail.
No, Bishop, no more guns, no more drugs, no more many women, no jail. The life I used to live, I look at myself today and I say I'm a completely different person. Sometimes I don't even know why I did those things in the
Love
past.
life.
The love life today, Bishop, I'm happily married.
Married.
Yes, happily married.
So the curse was broken.
The curse was broken, Bishop, 100% sure.
Amen. So this is what we are offering here. We are not here to preach to you. We are here showing to you that there is a way out, that you can be happy. How was or how has been your 2017 so far? How was your 2017? How do you describe this year until now? You can start afresh. You can have a different life. Stay with me. I will be right back.
When you look at the 365 days ahead, you are discouraged because you know that you could face the same problems and difficulties of 2017.
I spent the whole year mostly crying because of the death of my father and my cousin.
I didn't find a better job. I didn't prosper this year.
I went into the hospital more than 25 times, and no medication has been able to control this illness.
Throughout this year, I saw my family fighting rather than being united.
Oh my God, James, you stop! You know what, James? Let me go, James! Let me go, James! Stop, James! Let me go!
It's time to put an end to all your problems and receive the blessings of God in your life for 2018.
I am going to speak to somebody else that is in need of spiritual help. But before I talk to this person, Sandra is here. She has the device, and we are receiving many emails. You can write me an email. After the show, I'm going to answer you. Sandra.
Yes, Bishop. Bishop, I have a particular email here of someone who would prefer to remain anonymous. She says that she feels her life slipping away from her. Her family has had many problems, sicknesses in her life. She said that it started with her father being weak in her body, in his body, and her mother as well. Her mother is facing dementia. Herself, she's feeling that now her hair is thinning out. She's having shortness of breath, and she's having bald spots on her head. So she's asking for help because she doesn't know what to do.
Well, she wants to remain anonymous. That's not a problem. You can email us. We are going to keep your identity private, anonymous. We are not going to call your name here. But I see that there is a curse upon your family. The curse upon your family, health curse. Because everybody in this family is sick. One after the other is sick. Your mother, your father, yourself. This is an evil spirit that is moving from one to another. In this situation, people go to see a doctor, the specialist, the best ever doctor. They cannot help, not that they can't, but they cannot help, not that they don't want. The problem is the spirit that is in your body. When you do X-ray, CAT scan, MRIs, this spirit hides itself. And the doctors are not able to find it. He's professional, she's a very good doctor, but when it comes to you, they cannot help you. It is a spiritual problem. You can be free from it. Let me try to talk to somebody. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, miss. Good morning.
Good morning.
From where are you calling us from?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. It is now 6:31, then Philadelphia, 7:31 Eastern Time. Miss, what's your name?
Lynette.
Lynette. What is going on with you?
I'm having financial problems, family and health problems, and addiction in my family life. And my brother suffers from schizophrenia, which brings anxiety and depression and stress for me.
Okay. I just showed here a testimony of a family that were living a miserable life, addictions, suffering. There was a solution for them. Now they are very happy. God also wants to make you happy as well. Can you wait for the prayer?
Yes.
So you have this financial problem, diseases in the family, addictions, but we are going to pray. 2018 will be a different year for you. All right?
Yes.
Do you believe in it?
Yes.
I believe in a miracle. Today, Saturday, a day before last, God can work wonders for you. Because for God, 1 year, 1,000 years is like 1 day. God doesn't have a calendar. God doesn't have a watch. He's not limited to 24 hours or 365 days per year. God is available every single minute. All right?
Yes.
Stay with me because I will pray. In 2018, you are going to have a beautiful story to share with us.
Okay.
In a few, you are going to place your hand upon mine. God bless you, miss. Those who are watching us right now, like her, you are facing a financial problem. I am challenging you now to make an offering of faith in this show. This morning, you are going to call to make an offering of faith. Stacy was saying here that she made a sacrifice to God on behalf of her son. Now her son is transformed, and her son is a completely different person because of her sacrifice. Sow your seed of faith. What do you have to lose? I'm going to show to you now some people that gave their offerings. People that make their offerings, and God did answer their lives. You are going to see these people right now. And if the Spirit of God moves you, take your phone now and call this number to give your offering of faith. The number is 1-888-691-2291. This number is not for the prayer. This number is for the giving moment. It's to sow your seed. If you give your offering of faith, God will reward you. Maybe you say, I do not have anything. I have a little. The little you have, you are going to sow the seed. Yes, you have nothing to lose. You have been spending your money on drugs, on medications. You have been spending your money on alcohol. But now is a moment for you to give it to God. Give it to God, and much more He is going to give it to you. God does not owe anything to anybody. I am talking to you who are financially broken. I am talking to you whose life is miserable. 2017 was a miserable year for you. What can you expect for 2018? Perhaps nothing. So now call this number and you are going to give your offering of faith. How much is your offering of faith? I don't know. Maybe you have $100 to give, or you have $1,000, or $50, or $20. I tell you, challenge God, because the same God who blessed these people who gave, He's going to bless you.
I put my whole paycheck on the altar. I do a business that I sell cologne and lipstick and lip gloss. Whatever I sell also, I place it on the altar. I make a commitment to serve God 100%. So I'm always at the church. I fast, I pray. I do everything that I know God gonna answer me. My financial vow was about $2,000. And then at this time now, the landlord came to me and they offered me to give me some money. And then he called me back and told me that he would give me the $50,000. I went and I looked for the house and I saw the house that I wanted. And I paid down a certain amount of money. Do not know where I was going to get the rest of the money from. But I got some money again and I paid for the house. The house was a big house. When I carried my family there, everybody loved the house. And I didn't have no condition to get a house where I get it in Brooklyn. This kitchen is like the bedroom, the rooms that we have in the apartment. My paycheck could not do it. And God blessed me. He gave me maybe 10 times more than what, or 20 times more than what I put on the altar.
Miracles do happen. Who gave more? This lady to God or God to her? God gave much more to her. This is the moment for you to sow your seed. Yes, let me show it on full screen. Let us go to the full screen. You are going to see now the harvest. This is what God has for you. He wants you to reap in 2018, but now we are going to challenge Him. Make your vow of faith. Give, and it shall be given to you. I'm going to show to you Miss Shirley. She believed in this ministry. She believed in this word, and she gave it to God. And you are going to see what God gave it to her. If you are financially broken, if you are struggling, do as she did. Make a vow of faith. The number for the offering is 1-888-691-2291. You can go on our website, and there you are going to sow your seed. The website is universalusa.org. Yes, you can log in and go to the section of giving. Sow your seed, because what you plant now will reflect in 2018. See what God did in the life of Miss Shirley.
Because I was having some problems with my house.
Now 3 ways, neutral, okay?
He was taking me to court to have a space that I did not want to give to him. He wanted access to that space.
This is how we go, 3 ways.
We to court on that, and we were in court back and forth for
Naughty.
3 years, and it was very costly. I used up all my savings that I had to pay an attorney, and the case turned out to be that the judge ended up giving me the space back and let him keep the space that he was currently renting. But he kept the space, and he also kept the rental income for that space. So there was no money generated from that house. For my husband was, it was some back money that he had, and he had just gotten the money and put it into the savings account. And I took every cent of that money. I placed it on the altar, and I wrote my request to save my house, because I was very scared of becoming homeless. $5,000. And the second one, I did $5,100, because that's all I had, all the money I had in my account. And I put it on the altar. I retained my home, and I was able to purchase another house, another home. And I went on to rent the house that I was in court with out to a tenant. And I signed that contract last Wednesday. It's in excess of over $2 million.
Now it's easier than ever to give your offering of faith and become a sponsor of our show. These are 3 different ways in which you can sow your seed. Through our online website. Access www.universalusa.org. Click on the Sow Your Seed tab. Add the amount you would like to give as an offering on the Desire box. You can create an account to make your pledge monthly or give your offering as a guest. 2. Send your check or money order. You can make a check or money order under the name of the Universal Church and send it to 7075 Southwest Freeway, Houston, Texas 77074. 3. Give us a call, 1-888-691-2291. When you give an offering of $20 or more, we will send you one of the following books: Bulletproof Marriage, for you who need to restore your marriage; In the Faith of Abraham, learn more about Abraham's faith and how your faith can be renewed; Our Bread for 365 Days, a book with daily motivational messages of faith and empowerment; The Last Rock. This book will prove to you that you can be free from any addiction. Become a sponsor today.
This Saturday morning, we have many people who are not only calling to have their name placed inside of the holy oil, but also for locations nearest to them. Those of you who are watching us now and you would like to visit the closest Universal Church to you, give us a call right now at 1-888-332-4141, and the counselors will gladly assist you with that address. We have Kenneth McFadden calling us from the state of Florida, who is asking for healing because he has blood clots in his legs. Mr. Kenneth and all those who are watching us right now from the state of Florida, you can feel free to visit our location at 10275 Northeast 2nd Avenue. We have Angelina from California. She says there's a generational curse in the love life of herself and her family, and she wants it to be completely broken. Mrs. Angelina and those of you who are watching us right now from California, you can visit our location at 1900 West Alondra Boulevard in Compton. And we also have Mr. Paul, who is calling us from New Jersey. He is asking for deliverance because he has a drinking problem and he wants to be able to overcome this addiction. Mr. Paul and all those watching us right now from New Jersey, you can feel free to visit our location at 100 Clinton Avenue in Newark. For more locations and more information, you can continue calling us at 1-888-332-4141.
Or you can send us an email, and remember that Bishop, he reads those emails personally and he replies to those emails. I have the email here of Louisa from Los Angeles. Louisa is saying that she has pains all over her body and she needs healing. I have the email here, Francine from California, who needs prayer in her marriage. She says that she needs her husband to love her even more, and she is out of work for some time right now and she needs to be employed. I have Tina here from Texas. Tina is having relationship problems and she wants to conceive, so she needs prayer in that. So you can write to Bishop at bbf@universal.org.
Today, Amber Odom lives a happy and fulfilling life. But when she was younger, Amber endured many hardships.
I was just doing really bad. I never had happiness. I got caught up in the wrong things. With the guns, I sold drugs as well. I turned to this bad company and violence especially.
Keep watching, because Bishop Bira will speak to Amber and she will tell you her story.
She's here today live. How are you?
Hello, Bishop. I'm good, sir.
Amen. So, we just saw that you were selling drugs, carrying guns in the parties.
Yes, sir. That's exactly true. Before, that was my life. I used to be a very upset person. I used to fight a lot. I used to sell drugs. I was always angry. I had a void inside of me because I also grew up with a single mother. So my father wasn't around. We were good financially. My mother always worked, so she had money to provide for us. But the things she would buy, that was never enough. I had this void inside of me, and I used to be upset all of the time. I used to want attention. I would date different guys. I would smoke all of the time to relieve the stress that I was going through. So that was some of the things I was going through, Bishop.
So your suffer began, you were very young.
Yes, sir.
How old were you?
It began when I was around 13 years old, Bishop.
13 years old.
Yes, sir.
So when you came to this church, to this ministry, you were selling drugs, you were dating different guys.
Yes, sir.
Partying.
Yes, sir. I was, Bishop. I even used to come to church with the drugs in my bag because right after I would go back to either doing the drugs or to sell it. So that's how I came to the church.
That's why I always say here, come as you are. You see now the pictures of her past, the way she was. It's not something made up. We are proving to you the way these people came. So she came to church, she brought drugs. She had drugs in her bag, either to sell, you said to use or to sell.
Yes, sir.
Come as you are. No matter who you are or what you have done. Whether you are a prostitute, you are a drug dealer, you are selling drugs, using drugs, you are the last case. Nobody wants you, we want you, because we are going to help you. Any discrimination, rejection, criticism in this church?
No, sir, never. That was never the case, Bishop. When I came, I was welcomed. The pastors were available to help me. The assistants were here to help me. Nobody judged me or anything. I felt very comfortable, and I felt like they wanted to help me. They were here. They were available.
How is your life now? What has God done for you?
Bishop, God has done a complete transformation because now I have peace. The first thing that went away was the addiction, and that was something that was really big in my life. The addiction was something, it was a daily routine, but that was the first thing that left. I was no longer addicted. The anger was gone. I no longer wanted to fight people. I became a respectful person. I had peace inside of me. I'm completely different now, thank God.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Love life?
In my love life, I'm blessed now, Bishop. I'm blessed now. I'm happily married. I came from having all these wrong relationships, and now I'm happily married, so my love life is blessed.
Let me call your husband here. He is the husband, he's smiling as well. So, minutes atrás, before we showed him and his mother. He was on addictions, he was on drugs, but now he's here happy. And his wife also happy. You see that they were broken. You see that they were destroyed. Remember, at the beginning of the show, I told you, I am going to show to you how to be happy, how to be transformed. Guess what? This man was in and out of jail. On the other side, she was on drugs, also partying in prostitution. But now you see here, they are blessed. They are transformed. This is what this church, this God has to offer you. More than words, more than blah, 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 we show to you that there is a way out. I want you now to listen to this, to view this video that talks about tomorrow. Because tomorrow we are going to have this night video of faith for you to have a different life. It is going to happen all over the country. We start the night video at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. From 10 until midnight. And we are going to have the Lord's Supper. I am going to teach you how to break into the new year in a different way. After this video, I have this song to prepare you for the prayer, and we are going to pray together. You are going to place your hand upon mine, and our God will bless your life.
There are many ways and places to spend New Year's Eve. Places that offer a variety of moments that are full of temporary emotions. But there is a place where this celebration has a different meaning, where people come to prioritize what is important. Here, the lives of thousands of people were transformed in 2017. Family.
The problem is we just never got along, me and my brother.
For how long?
Never. Everything seems to be back the way it is.
How is the relationship now?
It's better. It's great.
prosperity,
I was over $300,000 in debt. Not only did I receive the answer to get out of debt, I received such a promotion on my job that only God could have opened up that door. I bought my own home in Florida.
marriages were restored,
Our marriage is even better from where it used to be because, like she said, we were at each other's throats. And so now it's a lot better.
Well, I could say I'm truly blessed to have him in my life.
the oppressed were set free,
My life has changed. I have a clearer mindset. The spirits, the attacks that was coming on me in the middle of the night, they're gone.
and the sick ones were healed.
I was diagnosed with cancer last October.
Disappeared.
Disappeared.
You are healed.
Yes.
Join us for the New Year's Night Vigil. Start 2018 in God's presence and receive God's blessing and protection for you and your family. New Year's Night Vigil from 10 p.m. to 12:15 a.m. at every Universal Church.
The last hope for my soul. I have no one else to rescue me. On my knees to you, I surrender, and humbly I plead for your love. The sun no longer shines on my side. The moon does not embrace my long nights. I know they obey your command. That's why, my Lord, I am here. I came to give you all my heart and adore you, Almighty God. As I raise my eyes to you, in your glory I will contemplate a new story I will live.
To place your hand upon mine. Come here near the TV. Place your hand upon mine and close your eyes. My Lord Jesus, I pray now for this person who suffers from this undiagnosable disease. This person is feeling pain right now. You are the healer. So, my Father, enter this body and remove all kinds of diseases, all kinds of infirmity. Clean this person from alcohol, from drugs, addictions, of marijuana, crack, cocaine. I pray for Miss Mary, whose son, 21 years old, is in jail. Set him free and make this mother happy. Oh Lord, my God, I present to you this device. Those who sent us emails, those who called the helpline, asking for prayers. Oh my Jesus, answer these people right now, because they have a burden upon their shoulders. This person has been in and out of jail. Oh Lord Jesus, you are the Savior. So save this person right now. Take this person out of the pit. Nobody wants her. Nobody wants him. Only you. So transform this life, my God. Bless those who are in prison, in the hospital. Let them be free. Free from this hospital. Free from jail. Those who are despised, rejected. Those who suffer from depression, oppression. My God, change this miserable life. Because you are God in heaven, but also here on earth. So enter this life and transform these people. So I ask you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, in Jesus Christ's name, amen. Amen. The same hand that you have used to touch mine, touch your body right now. Touch the cancer, the tumor. Touch your mouth and say, I am no longer going to use drugs. I'm no longer going to drink. Yes, touch yourself and be healthy, be wealth, be blessed in the name of Jesus Christ. If this show, this ministry has helped you, you are going to come to see us tomorrow. At every Universal Church all over the globe, we are going to have a powerful night vigil to clean up the burdens of 2017 and to break into the new year with the communion, the Lord's Supper. I'm going to be here in Houston, Texas. My address is 7075 Southwest Freeway. Also in Brooklyn, New York, in Florida, California, in Canada, all over. For more addresses, you just call us. Thank you for watching us. We have prayed, we have blessed you. Have yourself a good one.
I came to give you all my heart and adore you, Almighty God. As I raise my eyes to you, in your glory I'll contemplate a new story I will live.
Thank you for watching the Showdown of Faith. Tune in tomorrow, Sunday night, 12/11 Central. Every morning at 6, 5 Central. From Monday through Friday. Saturdays at 7, 6 Central. Here on BET. And don't forget that our helpline is still available even after the show is over. You can call us at 1-888-332-4141.